up, Axie fam? Axie fam is in the house! Axie fam is... Oh. Axie fam is in the house. Can't you see he's a man? My stream deck is wigging out. Axie fam is in the house. Woo! Yikes. All right, so this video isn't my typical edited video. It's gonna just be like me kind of like hanging out and chatting in Ryan from Meditate. You might know him as Axie Faction, but we're just hanging out in his stream as he responds to the live stream, as opposed to being in the Axie Infinity stream, which the chat was crazy, right? There are some parts of this video where Ryan's audio messes up because his headphones mess up and then the audio gets crazy. I'm not editing this. This is just as it happened in real time. So enjoy the video. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below what you're excited about most. We're watching Ryan respond to the meta changes for season 2.
So you've been taunt juggling around the entire team. When you finally need to throw out that cucumber slice on your front liner, you throw it out there, you get 150 heals, great value. And then that frontliner dies and you don't see it again.
Retain, heal all allies. This card gains 10 bonus heal per turn.
Mid-range, or more mid-range aggressive comp as opposed to just being that sustained
I like
meta,
that
right?
change to
I think
cucumber
that
slice.
gives it a lot more versatility.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see how it.
Although it really sucks early, right? It really sucks. It's actually horrible early.
To be honest, Blossom, not massively interesting.
I want to offer promotion to your channel.
My eyes are.
Chatbot's price is lower than any competitor. Quality is guaranteed.
I don't think every single
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ban you. I think.
One that we can see here is
Hit point.
It hasn't.
Hit point G10I.
So that is one that will be.
I don't think I need any services, but I appreciate you. Poppy retain, target one ally.
The difference before was you had it shuffle into the discard pile.
Yeah, for sure.
The next turn of your opponent, if for example it's the last few cards, you give to
now
them.
it's immediate.
Yeah, so this is a big
Let's
change.
go.
So
Let's
what do you
zoom in
guys
as much
think
as we
about
can
this?
here.
Zelly, what do you think? I can see here cucumber slice, Pappy as well. We can read through all of these cucumber slice.
Boom, how's
The
that?
concept now is that it retains and heals everyone.
No
Pappy
problem.
as well is now a retain, but instead of healing when you draw, you get a leaf. So yeah.
So the healing cards are, I mean, Papi is nice, it's okay. I mean, having a retain is like the same as having a valley. So if you don't.
All right, so Confused is the same. Confused hasn't changed at all. Poppy, retain, target ally, target any ally whenever this card is drawn. This Axie gains 1 leaf. Interesting.
Built-in leaf.
So no longer is it giving passive heals, but it is giving you the leaf, which is going to give you 3 HP.
So you get 5
heal at
extra
the end of
HP.
turn.
It gets retained.
Use this
Oh.
card, like, no way. Because you draw it and there's no way you can use it the first like 4 turns you can.
Right,
or like
right.
3 turns.
So Cucumber
You
Slice
gotta
is
use it.
useless
You
early.
only use it for
right?
the healing buff anyway, right? Previously.
Yeah, previously even 50 you only use it for healing boost, and at the end you actually never use this card. So like this card was like too heavy already.
That's
Yeah, I
true,
was
that
thinking that. I
is
was
true.
thinking 50. You know, cap.
Yeah,
at 50
cap at
heal
50 seems like
for 2
too
energy.
little.
Yes, we get the retain factor, but like
Because you can't
that
use it
really
early. You're
that
not gonna.
worth
You're
it?
gonna be getting 30 HP
potentially.
value for 2 energy. You definitely
Actually,
can't use
on
it
chats,
early.
they're wondering
So you
that
have to hold
retain
on to
has
it in order to
changed.
get
It
value.
has
But
not
then
changed.
even then, holding
Wacky
on
in
to it
chat is
for
saying that
4
they've changed
turns
the
to
retain,
get
didn't they?
150
But retain
healing
is
for
different
2
from
energy.
return,
That's
as
only
far as what I'm
75
understanding.
HP
Return
per energy.
actually returns it to
And
the
that
draw.
that value
Yeah,
kind of
this is
sucks
different
for
from
having to hold
retain.
on to it for 4 turns.
Yeah,
I
this
still
actually
see
stays
it
in your hand. If that is
potentially
different from
being
the
used,
return mechanic that we saw earlier.
as a more aggressive option
Yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed
Cucumber
to
Slice
just
at
being
2
like
cost
that's
is
what I
just
really
probably
want to
way
see
too
from
much
Cucumber
for what
Slice.
it
I
does.
want to
So
see
50
it
heal
as a
across the
card
board,
that
like,
can be
the
utilized
one thing we
as
need
like
to think
a
about is all
mid-range,
these other
as like a
stamps
mid-range
became,
sustain, as
less
like a counter to
cost for the
AOE,
PP.
right?
You can put more stamps on cards, so there is potential for more like AOE or like some backdooring situations. So Cucumber Slice could be good, but I think at 2 cost 50 with no other bonuses, like you need to keep that in your hand for 5 turns to get max heal value. So it's
true.
really bad.
There
I
are a
agree
lot
with
of retained
Mariana.
cards though. You know, there are potentially, as we see a lot more changes coming. Remember, this is the first slide, and obviously we have different classes to come.
Yeah.
Maybe having cards in your hand might be a huge, advantage. So we never.
Having
Yeah,
cards
but
in your hand
I
can
do
be a
like
huge
it.
advantage. If it, I
The
mean,
thing
if
is, like,
Earwing
Puppy
sticks
and
around,
Cucumber Slice
I
are in
think
the same
I think
slot,
another
right?
what is
And
that,
one of them is
tassels?
really good. One of them is atrociously bad, right? So why would you use Cucumber Slice
Heal
instead
your
of Puppy if you
team,
need a
restore
return?
4 HP,
Retain.
4 bonus HP per
Facts.
card in your hand.
No,
I
yeah,
guess it
you
just
hit the
depends
nail
on
on
how
So
the
if
the
you
head.
can
meta will
get
shift.
if you
You
can
never
get
know.
10 cards in
Like,
your
these are
hand,
only the
this
first
card's
4
actually
cards out of
huge,
all the
right?
cards
So
coming out.
20
I'm never gonna
plus
overreact
40
to a
is
certain
60
card
HP
change,
on every single
especially since we know
Axie.
the retain effect itself
Yeah,
is so
tassels is
strong
super
that people want to
underused.
invest 5
But then
PP to
like
get
I just don't think it has
the
the use
option
case
of
right
mainly
now.
using it whenever, basically implementing
Let
more
alone the
B2
Axie's bred
strategies
for it,
into
right?
Origin.
There are no Axie's
And
bred with
it does
tassels.
have
Like
I like
specifically
initially,
for
right,
using
it does
tassels,
have
no. There's a bunch
but
of
I wouldn't
Axies
be
that have it,
surprised
but
if
it's
later on it has a
it's
certain
the
niche
bad part. It's the
thing
one
to
you
it.
don't want.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh,
That
Cucumber
is-
Slice is basically like telling healing players, don't even think about it. It's like, yo, we slapped you down, and then
All right, guys, come on, bring on the next row of
Mhm.
cards.
This is exciting, man.
Maybe, like we said, when we see a
Lot of
broader
changes
picture,
going on.
There could be a bit more use.
Poppy,
Eyes in
extra 5 HP healing. Don't get the 20 when you draw it.
So nurtured ground though,
Yeah, like maybe
nurtured
these
ground because
AoE
mushrooms
cards might,
now.
like, work along with, like, some
Mushrooms,
taunts
so
and-
nurtured ground, mushrooms heal
Nice.
for the
Yeah,
amount of
I just
HP
wanna
it
say that,
has.
I think like even
Which is
between the healing,
24,
we were talking a lot about the healing, but most interesting for me
38
was
with
the other two
nurtured
cards for
ground.
sure, with the
38
Blossom
times
and the
3.
Confusion, how
Yeah.
there's so much more
140,
interaction
114
with,
heal
your
off of one
deck
energy card.
instead of only like
Turn
sending stuff
1.
to the graveyard or only looking from the deck. Like now you got the
That's
combination
actually-
of both of those. Like Confusion now sends
Might be some
the,
very significant
sorry,
heals.
Confused into the
You can have
enemy
too many
draw
legions
pile,
for
where
bonus.
you can actually interrupt
Yay, say
their
Pressman,
first
what's up, man?
deck flow
Welcome
essentially,
in.
which you couldn't really previously
You can have
do,
too
except
many
with,
legion
like,
for
cube
bonus
money, ears,
16.
whatever
Yeah.
stuff.
Like-
And
6 each, so
the
bonus 12.
Blossom,
No,
like, I
no,
think
no.
that's just how the cards should have been to begin with. And I can
Oh, I
totally
see what you're
a
saying,
world
right?
where,
Neutral runes
if
and
Blossom
charms.
is like this, and probably all the other eyes are like that as
Mini
well.
legion.
And we're gonna see so
8
much
bonus
more,
HP. But nurtured ground isn't solo, so I assume that you could play more than one. Oh wait, but it's only this Axie summons, right? There we go. That's why.
cohesion with those cards and in builds. So less useless Axies, I would say.
Love it.
most
Yeah,
of-
love it.
Axies that had Blossom.
Yeah,
or
absolutely,
the other
absolutely.
searcher cards, they
So
were
if you
really
go
just, like, core
nurtured
Axies in
ground,
general.
That makes sense. I know that
And
we saw a bit
2
of it before, in the sense where Blossom
and
became
2
usable. They
mini
placed
legion,
a leaf
and
pot
that's
on it, a leaf pot on it,
16
and then
plus
it produces a
14.
leaf stack for
That's an
all of
extra
their
30
leafy
HP.
Axes.
So each
But
of
yeah,
those
aside
to
from
do
that,
be 24 plus 30. We're looking at
Yeah,
54
that is still
HP.
within the
54
scope of this,
HP
so, yeah,
Shiitakes.
it never it
Healing
didn't lose
every
its
single team
functionality, it just
member
got
for
added
54
functionality.
HP at the
Is
end
where
of turn.
we like to be.
Now AOE
Yeah,
immediately
whenever
just destroys the concept.
Whenever you add an extra layer of complexity into the game,
Unless you're
another
able to
option
shield
can
up,
escape.
because like
It
54
just,
HP, that's a
results
lot
in
of
more
HP for a summon,
possibilities.
but
So
it still
it's
dies
always
by
options.
one hit from like almost everything.
Well,
that
we've
makes
seen the
sense.
first lot.
I think there's something there, but I don't know.
To listen out
I
for
think
the
there's
next
something
slot
there.
because
Maybe you
it
play the
is-
Shiitake turn 1 next
Uh,
turn. You
If
Leafy is in those
throw out
ears,
that
so I
red
wanna know.
gear,
Just
the
so
We gotta
memory,
everyone's
something that
aware,
shields the entire
we've
team,
got
then you can
a
keep it
lot
alive an
of
extra
cards
turn.
right now. This is the first slide out.
Like
of
the best
11
value you're gonna get from
slides,
it is
so this is
against
a
an
lot of
AOE, but the
information to
AOE is
churn
also the
through.
direct
This is gonna be
counter, so it's
fun.
tough.
And yeah,
It's tough.
let's go.
Is oh gosh, let's see.
Okay, we
Alright,
got some more
we've got
cards.
Leafy
Okay, so
Clover
Leafy's still the
Rosa
same.
here.
That's great. Leafy
Clover is
consume
one
up to
of the
3
cards that
leaves, randomly
wasn't
deal
changed
3
by the looks
hits,
of it.
deal
So,
10
yeah,
bonus
that
damage
stays
for
the
each
same. You
leaf
summon one
consumed.
Clover.
That's great.
But of course,
I think
Leafy is
Leafy is
insane,
going to
but
be a
we're
very
gonna see a
successful
Clover change.
compensation.
Oh, the
card.
baby.
That's just my initial thoughts.
Leafy
Don't
is
quote me on
let's
that.
let's
but-
start with the main culprit. Is it the same? Is it the same? You guys confirm?
It's the same. It's the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
What do you guys think
How
about
do
this?
you feel about that?
Let's start.
Hmm.
Let's go with spam. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no,
Rosa has returned now.
They should go in order.
I think that's
Oh.
fine. No, the reason I got like my secret
Okay, so
trick
what
up
you
my
can do
sleeve on
with this,
for
if
season
you have
0,
Miracle Leaf
or is it
on
season
your Axie,
alpha? Was I had
and you
retain
tap your
on
leaves,
Rosa, so I could just keep it in my hand
get
and
20
save
damage
the Rosa for when I really needed that
per
sleep.
rune, 20 damage for
Um,
Leafy and 10 damage per.
So I feel like
leaf
giving
consumed.
return to Rosa
So you deal
might be a little bit
100%.
broken,
I
but
mean,
now
it's
that
like
sleep
Ender
has been
saying, no,
reworked
150, right?
and you can get rid of
Actually,
sleep just by
it's the
playing a
same.
card,
It's
I
the
think
same
that makes a lot of sense. It
damage.
also
I'm
it's going to
confused.
hurt your
You-
own
you
card
get
draw
Leafy
as
more,
well
right?
because it's
I
not
do.
keep, it's not
And
retain,
Leafy at-
it's return.
at
So it
max
is going
was-
to the top
was
of your
5,
deck.
right? Was like 150,
Um,
right?
And it is going to waste one of your card
It's the
draws
same
until
as
you finally throw
before,
it
it's
out
just
there.
that you don't get capped at
Yeah.
5, so you just
Yeah.
keep growing.
You
Yeah.
can
And
machine
then
gun
go-
turn after turn.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good.
As
yeah.
long
I
as,
think
your,
it's
as
good.
long as your deck is producing leaves, like you can be
I
playing.
think it might
leafies
have banish drop
matter
with
what,
the
like,
you
change
don't
to
have to
sleep.
wait
I
on
don't
them
think
to
so,
recharge it.
right? Because
You can
But
basically
if you
build
have
up
Miracle
an end
Leaf,
game.
you can do
because
80
while it's in
per-
the deck, it's
per-
just going
per
to be
leaf
wasting your
leaf
card
area.
draw until you finally use it. And then when you
20
finally
and
use it, then it's gone forever. You don't need to
50
worry
per
about seeing it
leafy,
again.
like 70.
I kind of like having banish
Yeah,
on
you
there
can do
still.
70
I
per
think.
damage.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
If it's always going to be consuming.
It's a lot,
3
but getting to 10.
Earth stamp, baby.
The
Yeah.
only thing is, I'm looking at our runes and charms.
That's
and
true,
4
that's
of the
true.
runes actually.
The stamps are the stamps still
related to
around? I
leaves.
haven't had a chance to
So
look at the
there is
neutral ones
something
yet.
to note about that as well. It's going to be interesting to see.
So we
that
do
play
still
out.
have the stamps.
It seems
Oh, and
leaves
sun
are
stamp, moon
definitely
stamp
the
actually
focal
got
point,
reduced. They're
for
only
the
a 3
plan
cost
so
now. That's
far.
great.
I think it, the
I think that's
idea
great.
of now being able
Pre-order
to have a
tags
lot
only
more leaves,
2 and it's
um,
common?
allows you
What
to have
is
a
this?
aggressive, play style with a leafy deck now. How that will obviously interact and
Scotch
how you
tape
guys
is
will play it.
rare?
I don't know. There's a lot of smart guys out there, smart girls as well.
Oh
but it seems
my
like you
God.
can really start like stacking up with these. decks
Red
and
number
having
4.
in-game
Hello,
action
welcome
potential
in,
or
man.
something
We're
like that
we're
with,
looking over the new
not
cards,
the card itself. much has
reviewing
changed,
the
but
runes and
That's
charm
true, that's
changes
true. And
over
now
the
we've
past
got
couple of weeks.
Rosa. This is one of the
Yeah,
new
pre-ordered.
things actually. First, there's no more poison.
I am the
That's
Dewgs.
out the
No, I did
window.
not see your
The only
video.
thing that's here first,
I did not see the
we've
new
got the
video.
new
I've been out of the
mechanics. We've got
loop
a
for the
return
past
on
month,
this
more or
already.
less.
which means when
They
you
deal
don't
with some
use
IRL
Rosa,
stuff.
it stays.
But yeah,
on
Scotch
the top
tape
of your
as
deck,
a-
basically,
as
and then you
a
get to
epic as
redraw
opposed
the
to a
runes
mystic
again. It
is
does not
huge.
increase your card
Man,
count
no one's
for
gonna be
the
having to
next turn,
spend
so it's not
$500 to
retained, it's
$1,000 for
return.
their charms
And then
anymore.
If initial you apply sleep for 4 turns and then
Pre-order
vanish,
tag has changed. Let's see.
it
Add a
doesn't hit
Nate.
random
Cards
Axie
energy cost +1.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Basically, they removed the poison, which was honestly just a useless effect.
Well, bye
Yeah,
bye
I don't
pre-order
know.
tag. That is very whack, dude.
It now has,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah,
sleep
yeah.
mode,
Red number
which is
4.
like
That's
sleep.
that's
The return
very
is really,
bad.
really nice on it. You can see yourself stamping this now that's not random,
Oh my
and even when
gosh.
it was random before, people stamped it anyways. So I do like the return option. Oftentimes there were some turns where you wanted it next turn, maybe like let's say you were in Blood Moon and you weren't ready to put it to sleep yet because you want to do more damage. However, the 4 turns seems like a little scary at first, but don't forget sleep now works kind of like done in V2.
Yeah.
You can burn it off. So therefore,
Spamming,
everyone's
spamming
just
rice,
gonna be really OP,
spitting
really
wisdom.
broken. There is going to be counterplay to it. Don't forget, it's still only a 40 base damage card. I think the strongest buff about it is the return, to be honest.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Clover's
I
the
think it's
same,
balanced. I think
Leafy's the
it looks good.
same.
I'm
The only thing to
excited. I don't
talk
know
about
if
here
it's
is
gonna be strong. I
Rosa.
don't know if it's
They're
gonna
talking
be
about
weak.
they're
It
talking
depends
about
on how
same
good it
cards
is.
for far too
But,
long.
I
Sorry,
like
I'm
the
sorry.
changes
I
for
want to
sure.
move.
And
I want
I
to
have
move
a
it
question
along.
about
I want to
sleep.
go a little
Can
bit
you remove
faster.
it with a 0 cost?
What else got a major
That
change,
was,
right?
We can. I
Going
can
through
Moon
my
stamp
head.
looks
Let's,
Pretty
I
similar.
have
Sun stamp,
this
further
like
gate
to me,
sleep
similar.
is
Rock stamp, any
next
enemy.
time it plays a card, negate that card. So I
It is
guess
just a card.
Yes. Yeah, any
So it
card.
would work.
Whoa,
So yeah,
whoa! Can
this
we
is-
talk
here's
about
a
this for a
one-for-one.
second?
Yeah, confident removes sleep basically.
So I'll just
Everything
like
says
concept,
enhanced
he
single and
likes to
multi-hit
return. This is
attack
not just
cards,
about
right?
Rosa, but I
Moon
have a
Stamp,
feeling
enhanced single and
personally that
multi-hit attack cards.
return mechanic is going to be
Sun
extremely like niche to be
Let's
used.
see what 143.
I'm not a huge fan of like putting cards back in your deck and then drawing less. You know,
Yep.
you design a deck so that you can go through everything. normally. So I think it could be good, but it could also be really bad. Like, let's say you draw Rosa in your first opening hand. Now that Rosa is gonna keep coming back until you actually use it.
Yeah.
It'll be like a blackmail, basically.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
but one good thing though is like if you do need the Rosa and it's like on one of your backliners or something, you can just use it without the initial effect, so it goes into your graveyard, and then you can get it later to like use the sleep effect as well,
Well, this-
if you need to. So there's still some options there,
Makes
I think. But in general, I would see this card being like played as soon as you get it, because they need to play a card to remove it anyway, and that could build a lot of tempo in the early game. Where like if you return it,
1437 is the big
negative
brain
tempo
boy.
for yourself.
I think there might be connectivity though with obviously we haven't
All right,
seen
so
anything yet. But
I'm
other
gonna
cards.
I'm gonna bring the voices way down here for a second. Okay, so look at this. Rocket Stamp says this card can target any enemy or ally. None of the other stamps say that. This card targets the second closest enemy. This card targets the furthest enemy. I've never seen anything that allows you to target any enemy or ally for an attack card. Is that just a mistake? Is that just like a little typo? What channel are you watching? Hattie Woo. This is the official Axie Infinity channel. This is where they're doing the card releases, the reveals. But I'm following right along with them. So I mean, if you want to watch here, you can. If you want to jump over there, hop on over there. It's an actual mechanic now. That's super interesting. Let's think about the use cases, right? So sleep. They talked earlier that sleep now you can either spend a card to wake up, or if you get attacked you wake up. So if you have Rocket Stamp and you don't want to waste the card on your sleeping Axie, say you have Fury mode in the back lane, they put him to sleep, you don't want to waste your little branch with Fury, what you can do, just to wake him up, right? What you can do is you can Rocket Stamp some card on your front lane or mid laner and attack your back laner to wake him up. Then you can throw out that little branch with the Fury mode on him. It doesn't know red. It says enhance single and multi-hit attack cards. It can't be for shields and heals.
That is perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta tweet this out.
Before Lotus was yeah, it was tough. If you want to use it, you couldn't just like, okay, other than the fact that I'm removing the first card.
Well, we saw some synergy with. I mean, we can see some synergy with Lotus and let's say Shady.
Shady, yeah.
That could be a big one. Like you don't need Holy Prayer, right, to remove your curses, which could be huge. But I have a question. The Hollow and the Sakura, aren't they exactly the same?
Yeah.
They look like it, yeah.
But are they only cards
All right, looks like we got some new cards.
I don't know. This is all the plant cards.
We're putting them. I thought it was just changed once.
Hollow looks exactly the same, right? One energy, summon one trunk. This actually loses 75 HP. Lotus, target any ally. Remove up to 2 curse cards in your deck. Okay, Lotus, huge buff. Just because of the fact that it can target any ally now. That is huge. Before you couldn't, which meant like it basically had to be on the front liner or it was a dead card.
But yeah, right now it is everything. And I think this is gonna be
And it removes 2 curse cards. What am I saying? Huge buff. You used to only remove 1.
everything for the plant cards.
Yeah, Lotus changes is big.
Lotus is the big one.
Lotus changes is big. Yes, that's huge.
Interesting as well was we
Yeah,
never
Lotus, and what is it?
a lot of
Shady Exchange.
targeted
Shady Exchange and Lotus is now the combo.
a lot in the season, right? It was all
I mean, dude, Lotus is gonna be huge.
axes that were very functional.
Because you can target anything, right? You can target anything, so you're guaranteed to get that shield value, and it's gonna immediately counter aggro. If you have sustain that can survive the aggro early push, and use something like Lotus to get rid of those curse cards, so you're not bogged down by the curse cards in the late game, then I could see a sustain comp or like a mid-range sustainy taking over aggro. or at least Aqua aggro. Who knows what's going to go on with the energy burst system, right? Because now aggro has even more potential to ramp up.
Really, it's gonna be legit. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like
a
Silence Whisper.
playable card.
Looking good.
Oh,
A
The
lot of
fact
people
that you
saying
just
hollow.
can just target anybody.
Oh,
is already huge. And you can
Ryan!
remove 2 curses while you're at it. Oh,
Yeah, they're saying exactly what I'm
Alright.
saying.
Chat is going, give me mount. Should we go?
Give me
next
my
one.
yo.
Let go.
we should-
Pre-order
we should say though
Lotus.
to everybody, like, this is,
Pre-order Lotus.
They could be changed in the future.
Add a
right?
Nate
Like, during the testing period.
Cards
if something's
energy
too
cost
strong,
plus
you know,
plus
so
1 though,
be
Dewgs.
cautious.
Plus
It's what
1
you
though.
Purchase,
Oh,
whatever. This
please.
is not like set in
Don't
stone.
go crazy.
Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
Oh,
Buy
aside
them all,
from
guys.
that,
Buy them all. Buy them all. Let's go.
Don't
aside
go
from that
crazy.
as well.
And then be loaded.
Serious.
I
Now
ain't
that
having
you
any of
mentioned
it.
that, Steven, another thing is
Yes,
the
I get it with
PP
the shady
structure is
exchange.
changing Before, right?
It's
Before,
worth it,
used
I
to be
think.
You want a pure Axie because that has 15
It's yeah.
PP,
There's gonna
the
be
rest
so many
have
cool
almost
strats
no
there.
PP.
I think that's gonna be a huge thing.
14 PP.
You're not gonna need Holy Prayer anymore. You just need a goddamn Lotus. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Use pre-order
You can put
tag
Lotus on anything.
on Lotus with your Shady Exchange team. You always start out with it. You always go second. You always have an extra energy.
19 bonus damage and apply sleep to self for 2
There's
turns.
gonna be a lot of changes.
That's
coming
actually
forward, so it's gonna be
better,
fun.
right? Before it was if
My
initial,
question
then you
is,
can't use any
what
more attack
that
cards, right?
mouth
Now it's just apply sleep to self for 2
Alright,
turns,
let's
which you
see.
can actually get rid of yourself.
Serious?
In fact, if you already have the cleanser on
Okay,
there,
these
you're
are
good to
our
go.
4 new mouth cards. We've got Serious, Herbivore, Zigzag, and Silence.
Target has
Whisper.
sleep, apply sleep for
Serious
2
now
turns.
puts people
I
to
hate
sleep.
that. I think that's
is
terrible.
new. And Herbivore as well.
If the
You're
target
gonna
already
read
has
that.
sleep,
Yourself.
apply
You
sleep.
put yourself to
Something
sleep.
happened there.
Apply sleep. Okay. Wow.
What
That
kind of
seems
plans
terrible.
are
They need to
this?
already have sleep in order to get any extra
These
value
are
from this
wild,
card.
wild
I think that's really
plans.
bad.
Zigzag now applies Fragile as well. That
Deal
is
20
new.
bonus damage.
Silence Whisper, we can clear Silence
If the target
Whisper
has
off
fragile,
first.
deal 20 bonus damage.
That is the
Otherwise,
same,
apply fragile
right?
for 4
No
turns.
changes
That's fine.
on Silence
It's actually
Whisper.
really
Even
good.
though there's no changes, I think this is big as well.
Like being able to
Nice.
apply fragile, very
Preposterous.
valuable.
6
Especially, I mean,
turns.
right now, who knows how the meta is going to develop and who knows how much shield we actually see. But applying fragile is very valuable. And then if you also have something like Garrel on there, they've got fragile on there already. Then you're dealing 20 bonus damage. That's 80 damage for 1 energy. I think that's good. Silence Whisper. I don't think that changed at all, did it? Target any ally. Poisonous Axie will heal 1 HP per stack instead of causing HP loss for 6 turns. Yeah, pretty similar. Looks like the stream is freezing a bit for me. Losing audio. Oh, you know what? It might just be my computer freaking out. Let me see if I change my... Hello, hello? Yeah, I must have... Oh, there's the audio.
Answer to maybe if there is comps that come out.
Guess my headphones must have freaked out.
Causing your access. If the target has
Give me 1 second, I'll fix this.
So
Put it to sleep for another 2
Another 2. Oh,
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's just a
guys?
target
rehabilitation,
has-
because if you hit a sleeping target,
The audio
they're gonna
doubling
wake
up.
up. So you're gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Now it
You
just
keep it,
reapplies
you
to
keep
sleep,
it.
so you can hit the sleeping target. So there could be a deck where, like, your goal is to just control them by putting them to sleep and then making them waste cards, and then you have like a bunch of healing nonsense in the background where, like, okay, they're wasting cards, but they're dealing like 2 energy worth of damage every turn, and then you just like heal all that back up, then you put someone to sleep again. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty annoying.
That's very good
looking
momentum
at these
control,
cards
though,
so
right?
far.
That's true. That's true.
Is it just me, or like sleep seems a little underwhelming for the plant class? So
It might
far,
be
at
Twitch
least.
trying to serve
So herbivore only
ads.
extends it. So this not sleep is basically just a 60 damage card.
Yeah, Herbivore
Serious put
sucks,
yourself to
Red.
sleep. You have to use another card afterwards in order to wake yourself up just for
That's
15
such a
damage.
bad card.
So basically, you're bringing extra energy for 15
Oh,
damage.
jeez.
At least from the mouth spot so far, it seems very underwhelming.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with you there, to be fair.
Well, I think Sirius doesn't really have a downside. It's kind of like the same as Risky Fish, right? In the previous
Yeah.
patch, where it's just like, oh, you swing in
Yeah, I
for
know,
this
Theban
big
has
80
double
damage
audio.
hit for 1
I'm looking at 2
energy,
different
but
chats.
you're only doing that if
you don't have
But
any
yeah,
other
like,
cards that you
so
want to play.
Let's think about this.
Essentially.
Let's think about this.
Right? Like if it's not
Is it better
initial,
than we
then
think?
you won't
Is it
put
better
yourself
than we
to
think it
sleep.
is?
That's
You
yeah.
just deal 6 extra damage and you pay out the cards.
Throw out a Rosa.
But also like
Rosa
when you're
hits the
sleeping,
front.
if I'm not mistaken, you can't
You
play
can't attack
any cards, right? It's not just attack
With
cards.
any other
Yeah, any
card
card.
into that.
Yeah,
action.
you have to spend 1 card to wake yourself up. But that could be any card that you play.
I mean, that's the thing. Series before.
I need
the
to see.
DPR
I need to
type
see the
had
beginning of
no
the stream
downside.
again. Is there
Because
is
you
there a
just,
way for me to go back
Series
to
and
the
then
beginning
play
of the
like a
stream?
pumpkin.
So,
or whatever, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
so
Now
we
you
it's,
got
just-
zigzag if the
non-attack
target
cards,
has
yeah.
fragile, deal
Now you
deal
can
20
overall,
bonus
it's
damage,
nerfed,
otherwise
right?
apply fragile
Yeah, it's a
for
nerf,
4
right?
turns.
Definitely
I guess
not.
if
I
it
love
were
that.
Go back to
Damage
what
and
they said for
effect.
sleep.
It's like
was
Peace
worth
Maker,
like-
I swear they said. I mean,
I guess
you
the
get
only way
attacked,
that it
Peacemaker,
could not
but
be a
then
nerf
you
is if it
attack
got
again.
0 costs to play, but
Fragile
that
the
is
ability
gonna be
effect
a lot
So
to
what the hell
ask
is the
for
point of
plans
this?
that we've got, basically.
if the target
And
has
yeah,
sleep,
so
you
yeah,
attack
then we
them
got
with
zigzag. If the
Herbivore,
target
they wake
has
up and then you
fragile,
apply the
deal
sleep
20
for
bonus
turns.
damage. Otherwise, apply fragile for 4 turns. I guess if
How can sleep be good
Herbivore
with this nerf?
It's like
was
Peacemaker,
worded like this,
right?
that
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, man.
It's like
I'm
Peacemaker, but they
Does it
made
stack the sleep,
the
right?
the
Because
fragile or
maybe
the
this is the
ability
only
affect
time
4
that
turns.
feeling
Peacemaker's abilities were for
It
2
is
turns.
perfectly fine.
So
but
maybe this is also like
turns you attack with
you
any
know,
other
what
card.
the other mount cards could
You add
possibly
two
be
more
like as
turns.
well, where they
But
apply
then they
some
only
kind of
need to fill
special
one
ability,
card
but also
still
lasts
in
for
order
4
to get
turns.
rid of all 6 turns of sleep. That still
That's
seems
yeah,
terrible.
Yeah,
But
but
it
this
seems
is
like
the-
we've
I'm
removed
sorry, Red, I
the
can't
healing
think of it.
aspect of these
Yeah, one
mouth
thing though
cards.
about the
So
zigzag
again,
is
like I
that,
said, the
if you
pattern.
do
Fans have enough
damage,
healing,
you
it's
actually
fine.
don't
It's
apply the
fine.
fragile.
Yeah, it is perfectly
I like
fine. But
zigzag.
I'm talking
I
more
think
from the
serious,
perspective of
like,
okay,
how does
yeah,
the
we
deck
still
work?
have 5 more days of cards that will be coming out. Zigzag
What it's
only
gonna
follows
do
suit
is, like,
with a
before-
lot
Oh
of
my
mouth
God.
cards.
Serious.
Insane, similar
You can
things
still play
around
shield
different
cards,
decks.
right?
Yeah, one thing though about the zigzag is that if you do the extra damage, you actually don't apply the fragile. So there's a lot of thinking involved there. Like you have to figure out, okay, how does the deck work? Am I using this for the extra damage, or am I using it to apply the armor debuff against what team? So I'm really enjoying, you know, the different options some of these cards are beginning to get. I think that's what the game needed anyway. Everything was too
We're gonna have to
one-dimensional, so now
relearn
like
the entire game.
you have more opportunity to create different type of decks or make different choices during a game.
I'm actually, you know, we're not even.
Okay,
I think
while
we
we
might
wait,
just be
you
over
fixed
halfway
one of the
through this.
audio.
I'm already excited to you know start playing with some of these
The
cards
stream
because of
audio
how
is over my
you know,
voice.
this is quite a lot of changes, man. We're gonna have to relearn the entire game.
It is.
again. Sure.
It's just-
Should we jump to the next
I
slide?
think I
Yes,
had
please,
to,
let's go.
so that should-
Let us go. Now we're in the back.
Orange, baby. Oh.
This is gonna be fun. We've got turnip, we've got shiitake, we've got Biden's.
Turnip,
First thing-
please do something for them because turnips ain't done nothing. They haven't done anything.
Quick look, shiitake.
So the rant was basically like, look, you Sirius is still good. It's a little bit of a nerf because now you can't play shield cards after you're Sirius. Zigzag seems
Oh, yeah.
decent. You're no longer getting heals, but that wasn't really a great heal card in the past either.
True.
I mean, maybe on a beast with rage or something, then you get some good value out of it. Silence Whisper's the same. The Herbivore just got crapped on, man. It's just a terrible card now.
And so we'll see.
Maybe because we've now reworded things to become stacks and turns, that they've just reworded this to be as clear as that potentially.
Oh yeah,
Right.
where is Pumpkin?
The next 4 turns.
Yeah.
So mushroom
we've got
did change
more
because-
slides.
Heal 25.
Well, mushroom did change because
That's-
now it heals everybody on the team,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Yeah.
a big one.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
what and turnip, I assume like they probably fixed a bunch of bugs with it or something because it literally was like broken in
Yeah,
every
it was
patch.
broken the entire time.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure. Hopefully now it actually works the way it does. I remember there was one time where like if it killed the enemy summon,
You
it
get
It's
would
a
it.
get,
sad
like,
day for
infinite energy
Herbivore.
Yeah.
That was-
or something.
It's like sad day for Herbivore. It should increase the Axie's max HP by 10 if it hits another plant, clover, or
Be
shiitake.
good. I really think if the meta was more balanced last season, we would have seen more summons.
Yeah,
and
Herbivore-
Turnip would have had a place, especially if it
What's
so,
the
yeah, don't
I do
forget,
think
guys.
last
strat
season,
for
though,
Herbivore Ghostin?
Yeah.
the
No, no,
one
I
that's
really
actually
think it's
24
just-
health,
To me, it seems
I'm
pretty
doing
stupid.
25 damage.
So a big, it's a little
You're gonna
change
have
to
to
turnip
so
damage, I think.
If you attack into an action
with
that's asleep,
runes, with charms, with those types of
then
things.
apply
like, with
sleep
runes
for
potentially
2 turns.
in the new
but if you
tracks.
attack into an action
Let's
that's
jump
asleep,
to the next
the Axie
slides. I think we're
immediately
okay with
wakes
the
up.
backs.
So
Everything
say you
looks
sleep the
clear.
Axie for 4 turns.
Now we've
you
got
attack with Herbivore,
water
it loses
hand,
4 turns of
mint,
sleep
and
gains 2 turns of
pumpkin.
sleep.
Let's
But if the
have a
Axie
quick
doesn't have
read.
sleep, then
mint,
it's
apply
just a 60
cleanser,
damage
shield
card.
all allies. That looks the same.
You can combo it with a sleep card, but
Pumpkin.
what's
the
the
numbers
point?
are the numbers.
It
the
has
same
4
then?
turns of sleep.
Yep.
You attack with herbivore.
Mint, no
it
change.
wakes up,
Pumpkin.
then it only has 2
Everything's
turns of
the
sleep.
same.
You still get extra damage.
Next turn,
I mean,
pure water
okay,
is
no,
nothing.
watering can change.
And that's perfectly fine. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
these
I didn't
oh,
think it
oh,
needs
oh,
changes.
okay.
I don't get
Actually,
it.
watering can change
It's not
because
clicking with
like
me.
now it's
It's not
capped at
clicking
3
with me.
pure waters.
We got
and
some more cards
before
here.
you can
Watering
get
can.
every pure water you like
That's
in the
true.
world because
Target
like for
any
example
ally.
that's why
Next
watering
turn,
can
after
wasn't
target's
played
attack,
anymore.
add 1 pure water
Because
to your hand.
if
tap
you
got too much.
play watering can and they
There was a last patch that
AOE,
capped that, right?
Allies, apply 1 cleanser.
No, what he's
No.
saying now is when you get hit, you can only
Yeah.
get a max of 3 cans
Yeah.
into your hand.
Yeah.
So if you're playing as AoE and they hit all your Axies, you won't be
Is it
filled
15
with a
extra
handful
damage?
of watering
Yeah.
cans anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
So
understand.
Because
actually,
it's a buff,
watering cans
actually.
is more playable in that sense.
If
is
you
what
attack
he's
a
saying.
sleeping
That
target,
makes
then
sense.
it
That
applies
makes
sleep
sense.
for 2 turns.
Because
So
the nerf that
Was that-
happened
did I
actually
miss
was
that?
you can only play a maximum number of pure waters.
I
You
wonder
can play
if my
maximum,
watering can.
but you don't get a
rage
maximum number of
made
pure
this
waters when your
change.
Axies get
What
hit.
were you
Now
doing with
this
watering
gets-
can rage,
That solves
Dewgs?
that problem. So if
What
you
did
get
you-
hit
what
by
did you break the game with?
3 believers, basically, you'd have
Oh, but
9
also
pure
this,
waters.
actually, it's also partial nerf because it says here next turn after the target is
Where my
attacked,
enemy played
add 1
watering
pure
cans.
water, right?
Yeah.
Where
Before it was
like,
always just anyone.
if anybody
Yeah.
got hit, you get a pure water. So now the one that you put the can on has to get hit to get the pure water.
Well, I mean,
So
it's dangerous.
in reality,
Your
they
watering
shouldn't
can
have capped
timber,
it
They can be
if that's the
traps
case. If,
for
they, if
yourself
it's just
as
like
much as
one
the enemy,
target.
right?
Now we don't know
The
what
only-
happens in the
if you get
game.
hit with, like, a
Maybe
four
they left the
single
previous
attack
mechanic, but the wording
round,
on
that's
the cards
perfectly
does
fine.
say
You're getting a
if
lot of value.
the
but
one
if
who
you're
has
getting
the can
hit with
gets hit,
4
then you get a
AOE
pure
cards.
water.
Right.
Or maybe
I'd like
That's a
to see
nerf
that
then.
in-
That's a nerf then. If
Yeah, then it would be a nerf in that in that case.
Absolutely.
There's a bit of
Most
outplayability as
scenarios.
well there.
Now a lot of cards are retained, right? So like you have a lot of retains.
Yeah,
And
your
you
hands are
don't
gonna
cap
be
this, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I
for
think
you
capping
to
at 3
push
pure
yourself,
waters is
right?
a little bit too low.
So like
I
it
agree with
depends
you,
on
Red.
how
It
you
seems
build
like a
your
bit of
deck.
a
If
nerf.
you
It's
consider
protecting
this
you
as a nerf,
from
right?
from getting
Because the pure waters are not
flooded,
like super.
right? It's
good.
protecting your
It's
hand
just
from
like-
getting flooded, so you actually make sure
That
you
Yeah,
get a
is
it
full
was
hand
actually an
water.
advantage.
But capping at
Sorry,
3 seems like
Theo,
too
you
little.
Go ahead.
1 AOE card gives you
Leo?
3 pure waters.
No, I wasn't speaking. No. I was hearing.
But while these
Oh,
boys
I must be
discuss,
hearing
I'm
things.
gonna
I was
go to the
going
bathroom
to
real
say
quick.
that it was literally
I'm
sometimes
gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
you know, an incentive to fill the player's hands with pure water.
So what they're all saying,
like you were
like,
saying, Zelly.
okay, so watering can, there's a problem. If you play 2 of them, you draw too much because you take so many draws, right? What I'm saying is the pure waters should have like their own thing. Like you have pure waters to use. So it should just be its own like little counter system and not count towards your maximum hand size. That's what I think.
And yeah,
Yeah.
so consensus watering can got nerfed. Mint and pumpkin stayed the same. They're okay to be the same. And yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is this slide. Do we have
Standard.
anything from the chats? I think we're okay. Chats are like next. Pumpkin too
Yeah.
solid.
Next. If it's not new, I don't want to hear about it, bro. Oh my god, no.
Alright.
What is going on?
New stuff. We've got
125.
horns. We've got horns.
Whoa.
This is
Hold
gonna be
on.
great.
Yo.
Wait.
All right.
Hold
we got-
up.
Bamboo meta, let's go.
All right, we've got bamboo spear, we've got beach, we've got rosebud. I can see a lot of new text right now. I want to hear from.
All right, so 1 energy, 60 damage. This Axie gains 1 leaf. Gain 1 bonus leaf per other spear card in your deck. So you gain 1, and then you gain 2. So you gain 3 leaves from bamboo spear. Remember that one video where I did where it's like you should do bamboo shoot leafy team? Remove all secrets from the target. 2 energy, 125 damage. It's pretty solid. 60 energy, rosebud. Target any ally. Apply 1 cleanser.
A
Yeah,
powerhouse.
bigger one.
Bigger,
Yeah.
bigger in all
This is-
senses. That's
it's a
wild.
big item.
Beach,
Oh
man.
my god. Yeah, bitch.
Beach is going crazy. People are going
Yeah.
crazy in the chat right now talking about they're about to go scoop a beach. Please, just
Nah.
please think about it first. But it does look like well, it is a drastic
No.
change. Used
It's
Okay.
a
having it
Thanos
as
arc.
Did I miss anything?
it is.
Did I miss
Removing
anything?
secrets is a huge asset.
Yeah.
Arco was the only thing that did that. I think it is nice to see something else that does that. But the huge damage as well. I think it's just eye catching. As soon as we came on this slide, like I was tingling, bro. So you know,
I like
it's
that
fun.
idea,
It's fun to
Dewgs.
see that. A bamboo spear looks solid as well. I don't know if we've been on the leaf topic for most of this
We'll
stuff.
have to see.
I like
We'll have
that
to see the
change.
rest of the horns. Like I want to see how cactus
These are
is
already
to see if it's more
expensive.
This actually
satisficing
gains
for, like,
1 leaf.
bamboo
gains
spear,
bonus
because
leaf
to make
per
bamboo spear really good,
other
right? You're gonna need
spear
another
card in
2
your
in the
deck.
deck. When usually you want like 2 cactuses and
What
whatnot.
eyes would we
Especially
like?
if
So
we're
you play
talking
3
aggro.
spears. Doesn't even have to be bamboo spears,
But
right?
bamboo
Feather
spear
spear,
looks
scale
better now
spear.
for sure, especially
You
since we
play
can
all 3
build
and
leaves
then
up to
boom,
10. So
3
we'll have to
leaves,
see
1
the rest of the
attack. That's
horns to
pretty
see if
cool.
it's good enough.
Wow.
Beach.
Will we
That
take
makes
it?
sense.
Mhm.
So
Beach
what's
is
our
good.
consensus?
Whoa.
Beach is good.
People say 6 sack with beach. My God.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the fragile. Yeah, the fragile into. Well,
Oh my.
what kind of damage is that? Anyone got quick maths? Who wants to quick math me right now? Fragile beach right now. What's it doing damage?
Fragile is
It doesn't upgrade damage.
Yeah, it just reduces your
Oh, I'm
shields
tripping.
that you get.
Yeah,
It's
I'm-
vulnerable.
I am.
that I
Yeah,
I'm
think.
vulnerable. Yeah,
Gila, you're
I'm
tripping
vulnerable
out,
right
man.
now because I'm thinking about vulnerable.
All
What
good,
am I
all
gonna
good.
I think
there-
That was a
we
good
can go to
guess.
the next horn slide, right?
Yeah, let's go. Let's jump.
Target any
Cactus is a
Rosebud
good
though
All
stayed the same
secrets
though before
from
we
the
moved.
target.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
just
interesting. It's
another
like a
Still
play
great
Argo,
cards.
right? 2 energy.
All right,
Well,
let's
fine.
go.
It's not a lot of
Let's
damage.
jump to the next
Not a lot of
slide
damage for
right
two
now.
energy
Here we
cost
go.
cards.
We've got cactus, we've got strawberry, we've got watermelon. A quick look. Same strawberry.
Watermelon's only
Same.
that change.
Cactus get nerfed.
Cactus.
5 damage.
Cactus,
Watermelon.
5 damage nerf only.
Oh yeah,
Not bad.
the actual
I'm not
red
sure.
numbers used to be
Mhm.
65,
Yeah.
right? And then now it's
Yeah.
60. That's one change.
Watermelon if the target has
Watermelon,
sleep.
if the target has sleep,
Pure.
the
That
attack
gains 15
gains
bonus
15
damage and
bonus
deals pure
damage
damage.
and deals pure damage. That is
Yeah,
That's
strong.
strong.
Yeah.
I like it
Cactus?
from first glance, but it seems very.
Okay,
specific.
so a little
It
nerf
seems
on
very-
cactus.
We'll have to see how usable pure
the target has
damage is,
sleep-
because most of the time you're gonna
Attack
have to
gains
attack
15
and follow
damage
up with
and-
other attacks. Either
weird.
way you're hitting to the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel
and
like a
aside
lot
from
that,
of
at quick
cards
glance-
that have pure
Yeah,
damage,
go ahead.
or we
Watermelon
need a
with the pure damage,
like
does that mean
neutral
that
charm that we
it
can
doesn't
equip
proc
in
the
order
sleep?
for it to be actually viable?
Potentially,
Um,
and that's the only thing I can think. Like,
Because
make
like
No
it-
idea.
if that happens, then watermelon.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watermelon
How does that-
herbivore is
Give
It
us
is
does
wild.
80
or
damage,
80
right?
bonus
Like
damage.
pure damage
Mhm.
goes through shield, whatever. Like
Yeah,
that's
herbivore
that.
plus
I mean,
watermelon.
watermelon's strong.
Watermelon
in that
herbivore
sense.
is wild, bro. Think about it. You gonna keep them asleep and then pure damage them after they still sleeping? Extra turns as well.
But
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta
what we
wake them
don't
up
know.
from it,
That'd be
right?
too
Like, that's what we
much. Yeah, I believe it would wake up because I think what they're going at is playing how Chomp used to be in V2 as well, where it went under the armor, right? In V2, and
Bamboo
then
leafy.
it
Wait,
removes the stun.
No
Bamboo
idea.
leafy.
Okay.
Wait, guys, sleep's effect. You don't wake them up when you attack them.
See what that
That's,
looks
You do?
like.
You
that's
do?
like-
Yeah,
you do, you do.
Oh,
wake-
oh, I
you
thought
wake-
sleep was you. They had to burn a card too.
No,
So
you
sleep-
wake them up.
Sleep is
When they're
uh,
attacked, they wake
yeah.
up, and if they play a card, they wake up. as
Exactly.
Yeah,
well.
then I like
do
what
have
you've
an
been saying.
update.
Then
Yeah. I do have
Yeah,
an
what?
update on the back cards, which we were just talking about. I know we just moved off of those, but Watering Can actually is still going to be procced on all axes.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
So
Then another huge update, which does change a few talking points, is that Cucumber is actually going to be a 1 cost.
Oh,
Okay.
cucumbers are 1 cost.
Hey, now we're talking. Now
Wait
we're
a minute.
That's
talking.
huge.
Now we're
That's
talking.
huge. Okay.
Vegans
I mean, we can go back. We
I
can
knew
go
there was
back.
no way that card was a 2 cost. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I thought the same. I thought the same
Card.
thing.
Bro, I was trying to stay positive
That's
for the
huge.
community.
I mean, it's
This
still bad,
card's
much
more
better.
bitch. I was
Bro,
like, this
just
is
be
That's
bad.
so much
honest.
better. That's actually
be
amazing.
honest.
That's
I think it's
really
best
good.
if
now
you
it
were
came
honest
out.
anyway.
I'm
I was
actually
surprised.
hyped
Yeah,
about
but we
this
have
because
enough
now it
assholes
can
in here.
actually.
I was
So what they said was
Some
cucumber
stuff-
slice is supposed to be 1 cost, not a 2 cost, like it said in the little
Hey,
slide.
hey,
Heal 150
Calm,
stats
calm.
from 1 energy. It's, so
All right,
it's
all right.
essentially
Good fun.
like
good
the tiny
fun. And
dino
so
of heals
cucumber,
at this point.
1 cost card that changes things. Do you guys want to look at it again, or you're happy with
Nah,
the
we're
effect?
good. It's good.
We're good.
It's
Still bad.
I already have screenshot.
Like,
Usable
Axis pretty
then.
much has got a 5 damage nerf. That's it.
Yeah, watermelon. We need to find out if pure damage wakes up or doesn't wake up sleep. That's a question mark that we'll find out, and then we'll
So yeah,
answer
the
in
guess here is
later
that pure damage
days.
won't
But
wake
yeah,
up sleep.
good to know. Good to know. Watermelon could potentially be busted. Is the thing.
Yeah.
It's
So
about
yeah,
time.
good
Watermelon.
stuff. Happy with the horns? Should we proceed to the next slide?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright,
go.
let's go.
Get the tails out.
boom, here we go. We've got Carrot, Cattail, and Hatsune.
Ooh.
That's a lot of
Carrot,
text.
gain one
Wait,
energy
wait, wait, wait,
fragment.
Oh,
Two bonus
Real quick.
energy
Gain
fragments
one
if this
energy
attack
fragment,
breaks an enemy
Gain
shield.
2 bonus energy
Yikes.
fragments.
Bye
if
bye
this attack
carrot.
breaks an enemy shield.
Jeez, yo.
Momentum.
Oh, that changes how you want to play it.
Yeah. That is 60 damage now as
Oh,
well.
I didn't even see that. Why? That carrot got
That's
strong.
normal.
I'm actually
Gain
more
one
interested in
energy
Cattail.
fragment, gain
I like
2
Cattail a lot.
bonus energy fragments.
Cattail
if
became
this
a
You
heal.
could
attack
target
breaks
it.
an
You could
shield.
target
I
it.
don't
It's a
like
targeting shield.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah,
to
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Carrot
use
first.
carrots. Absolutely, yeah,
What do you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
think about that?
You want to make sure you're breaking the shield to
I
get
think
that
it's
bonus
normal
energy
right now.
fragment.
It's more
I think
balanced
it's-
because of his damage.
Jeez, that seems
Momentum.
so much
Alright.
worse.
One
Seems
thing
like
that
a
I
big,
can
big
notice
nerf. I love
about
how
Carrot
Dila's just,
though
like, showing on my
is
shoulder
we're now
there.
getting energy fragments instead of an energy for the
Actual
turn.
energy, yeah.
So that is something that I think needs to be
Oh,
thought
it
about.
doesn't have
Like,
banish,
what is
you're
the
right.
value of energy fragments forever to boost your
Very
energy by
interesting.
1 in the future turns compared to getting an energy like
It's
how
going to
Carrot
get you
is right
much
now for
closer
the turn, basically.
to the
is a
Wait,
question.
whose
It's a
phone is
ramp
blowing
up
up,
card.
by
It's
the
a
way?
ramp up card. Yeah, someone's phone keeps going off. It's
Someone's
it's a
phone
ramp
is
up card.
blowing up, bro.
Is it
I mean,
OP?
if there's a lot of other ramp up cards,
I don't
card
know.
can be good, but just reading what the card does here on a vacuum is
Because like,
just
what?
whatever.
It's
how
unknown
important
still, is it? For
is
you,
that one
until
extra energy
we see
Yeah.
energy
in the
fragments.
late
If you
game?
can
I
build
guess-
a
I
deck
guess if you're
around
really fast, you can get it,
gaining
like,
energy
turn 6
fragments and then
or
like
round 6
doing
rather.
something big as a payoff,
But how
it's
important
good.
is that
But then
if you're
if that doesn't
playing like a bunch
happen,
of carrots?
it's really bad. Is it really like
It's like an
why
How much
would you use
more
it that
value
there,
are you
right?
getting from
Yeah,
that?
yeah, it's not a
as
one
opposed
of, but it's
to
just like any
playing
other
Fury
card
mode
game
where
where you have
just
decks
Yeah.
that,
extra energy,
some of them
but
are
you're
built off
dealing like
ramping
180%
late game and
of
everything
damage
like that.
on
So,
every
yep.
single one of those energy.
That's good. That's
Zelly,
good.
you saying you were liking Cattail? Talk to me.
Yeah,
Cattail.
I like
An
Cattail
ally
because
apply taunt to yourself
before,
for 4
like
turns.
it's kind of like Ant in a way that
like it.
Ant
Heal
was
the
always
front,
like a 2 for
taunt to the
1,
back.
right? Because it's the
It is
card
sort
that
of
you,
like Ant.
the effect that you want on the stats that you want, right?
I like it.
And
I like it
Cattail
better than
always
what
had the
Cattail did
issue that it
before, I
was an
think.
attack, right? Was 60 attack, you don't want to attack
think
ever,
so.
right? On
Hatsu-
healing at
Yeah.
least. I
Mm,
mean,
Like,
it
healing is
shouldn't.
kind of dead, right? But like, I'm pretty sure
So the next
someone will
enemy
figure it
that
out.
gains any
Um,
shield.
So like Cattail brings out like an option to like not having to use Ant, right? Or maybe
That's
Ant
interesting.
gets changed or
Very
something
different
like that,
than
right?
what it used to
But I
be.
really like
Oh,
those,
snap.
But it's
Taunt to self
extremely
for 4
interesting because
turns
it's like a
cards,
trap card
right?
from
Because
Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
He can
So
build your.
so you play
you
it
can
on your
build
own
around
Axie. It
those,
doesn't
right?
really give you
Facts,
a
yeah.
secret
And you can
per
obviously
se,
being able to target
but
the
on
heal.
your
You
opponent's
can
next
heal
turn,
or
if they
potentially
try to
front
play
line that's
shield
been
on an
damaged, and now
Axie,
you're drawing
that
the
Axie's
aggro away
immediately
from it.
going to
So
have fragile.
Yeah.
It
Also,
seems to
Wall
be
Gecko is
really
not
nice.
4 turns anymore, so that's Gecko Mass is not 4 turns anymore. I don't
Yep.
remember what
Yep.
it does, but
So the
it's not
shield that
down
they
for 4
gain from
turns.
that card
It does something
is
with
immediately
spikes,
gonna lose
right? If
value.
I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
guessing
Yeah,
you
something
can
like
get
to that
I don't know. It's
tomorrow.
not the
We
same.
have
Yeah,
we have the
it's gonna
reptile
be
day
fun.
tomorrow.
It's
I have
gonna
a
be great.
question.
Everyone's saying rest in peace Hatsune though. Sorry, Phoeben, I'm cutting you off. Everyone is
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
rest in peace
Cattail's a
Hatsune
heal
though.
now, so you can
Yeah.
so
You
you can
talk
play,
about it,
remember
you're
like
like-
the
I mean,
Well,
just
why
read,
is-
just
why
read
is this
the
coming?
read the
bug
text.
beast.
So
like,
I
obviously
think
it's trash.
I think the idea is very simple. Like they don't want
you wouldn't
shields
necessarily
only
need to play
play
Ant
with
on the
shields.
bug,
They don't
you
want
could play
you
Cattail,
know like
and it would actually be
healing
pretty
only play with
beneficial,
healing. They
right?
want you to
Not-
mix and match
maybe not
stuff in your
better, but
comps.
I think it would be
So
pretty
Hatsune
similar,
now
right?
is like
as
suddenly
the first
this
attack is almost always
counter
going to
to
that frontliner.
Bugs.
Use
possible
Cattail to heal up
sustain
that
builds or other
frontliner.
shield cards, right?
Let's see what
Um,
437
I
has to
think
say.
it's cool because it's just like a naked 70 shield, but then it's really powerful against teams that have shield cards in it, and you can use it in like DPS builds and such.
Yeah.
So it's just a different playstyle. It doesn't mean that it's a dead card. That's all I know. Like just looking at it. But yeah.
I think
Yeah,
from
'cause if
everything
you look
that
at the other plant cards, you know, it seems like plant's shifting more towards aggro based. And what's aggro's weakness, like heavy shield and whatnot. So it does have a use, I guess. Especially when we see other classes, some of them might really
Yeah, it's
heavily rely on
strange. I
shields.
feel like
And let's say those classes
plants-
like bugs or reptiles and whatnot might be top tier. Then maybe like an aggro plant deck might, you know, this might work in on it. But
aggro plant.
yeah, at first glance, we're all gonna miss that fear
Carrots,
for sure.
Scaly
Yeah, Yeah,
spears.
Hatsune was a
There's carrots,
top tier
bamboo
shield card,
spears,
but
and leafies, huh?
I think, yeah, are we
Something
going to
like
see a
that.
lot more? like variety within each of the classes now as well.
Yeah, I
so,
think
you know.
I think
Yeah,
they're
I
giving
think we're
cards
having a
of fear,
moment of
right? 'Cause,
silence
they
for
already have, was it
Hatsune.
Graveling?
Basically,
Or
That-
Light
one
Spear?
one combination we already saw was the zigzag, right?
Mhm.
Where like it
That's
does
true.
extra damage.
I think
You can
Buzzard's
extend the
much more
fragile.
focused on
Fragile or whatever as well.
shield.
So there's
Yeah.
there's some weird stuff going on for sure, but I think we will like as players, it's our duty to find the stuff that works well together. People found a good way to play Hatsune before, but I think like now it's just a completely new game, a different game, and you're just gonna have to
Yeah.
find new combinations.
Also,
Yeah,
what I
pivot-
like it
I hope it's gonna
is
be.
that they're
I hope it's
changing
gonna
cards
be-
that
I
have
really
like
do hope
other
it's gonna
cards that
feel
did the same, right?
different
Because
enough
like
from
Hatsune was the same
what
as
we're used to.
Graveland, right?
I just
So like
felt that
changing
season
Hatsunes
one
makes
got so
sense
stale.
if they don't want to change Graveland,
Felt
right?
like
So like
the
you have
last
two
couple
cards
weeks especially were just like
that do different things, right? So you have
just
more
like
options.
almost a chore.
Yeah,
to
more
get
I feel
variety,
like
you
that's
know?
really cool.
It
Well,
got
well, we only
screwed up
have
at the end of
3 more
season
cards
one.
left after this, right? The last of the
Hmm.
tails. So
Let's check 'em out.
Because it was the
Yeah,
same.
let's
the same
jump
cards
right
we've
to it.
been
Right into it.
playing for, like,
Boom,
3
we've got
Oh, they're
Yam.
keeping Yams the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Enemies
Hot
apply
butt
poison,
is
Target
nothing
shuffle to
changes
burn.
there.
targeting any ally now instead of
Ooh, okay.
the same
Target
Axie
any
and
ally
healing as
that
well
burns
instead
into your
of
discard pile.
instead of shielding whomever has the hot butt.
Next, or target
That
any
is
ally,
one change. And
external
potato
when the
leaf,
target
target
gets
any
attacked by
ally.
sleep
It's a
of the
limit.
attacker for 2
That
turns.
means limits changed
More
as
trap
well.
cards. I love
Whenever
potato
you
leaf.
use a second potato leaf, you get the effect. Oh, you get the
Ooh.
shield, but not the effect, which is a next
Okay.
turn
This
when
is
the target gets
more
attacked, apply
more
sleep
Yu-Gi-Oh trap
to the
cards, right?
attacker
So
for 2 turns.
so you throw
That was a big
that
complaint
potato
about the
leaf
scaly
down,
spoons and the
60
reflectile shield.
They
So I
don't
wonder
know
if we'll
which
see
card
that
it was,
transition
right?
over.
Secret
Ooh, I like
they
that
don't know
change.
Is that
what
limit
happened.
whole
They
as a whole
attack into
changing?
there
then?
with their backline.
The limit
as a
go
whole
into
is
fury
changing.
mode, and then they get
So
immediately
it
put
will
to
be
sleep.
interesting to see this play out. What do you guys think about this one?
I like it.
Let's hear from who wants to talk. Spam.
Yeah, plants. It looks like plants are really heavily focusing in on that
next,
on that
sorry.
sleep.
Well,
I mean,
I
I
said,
can
I said next. I, even.
Steven,
no thoughts,
Steven.
no thoughts.
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Test?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean everything looks same for me, hot light yam. Potato leaf is interesting, but I still feel it looks kind of underwhelming. Sleep for 2 turns, like if you know what your
Just flip
opponent's
the card.
Axies are, you're just gonna be able to play the first card or the Axie card that you know you don't have that many other cards on, right? So you just pop the potato leaf. It only lasts for 2 turns. I think maybe it should last 4 turns. And it's 60 shield. It's not even as much as like all the other shield cards. So I think they were like trying to make it, you know, low first and just see how it works, and then try to bring it up later. It also has limit on it, so if you have other potato leaves in your deck, you can't even play them.
You can
There's
pay
too many limitations with the card, in my opinion, at least for now. Like having seen all the other stuff we've already seen, I think it is a card that could use maybe a little bit more
Hello,
shield or
hello.
something.
The only thing is limits changed. You can play it. You just don't get the effect again.
They all got
Basically.
sniped.
Oh right.
Damn.
I actually
That's tough.
did we?
Sorry
did we
about
see
the
that? I
audio.
didn't see that.
That's
quality.
one of the new changes.
I lost
of
my
stage
Yeti.
1,
and
I
we're
believe. So yeah,
transitioning over to
you
the
have the
headset
same
mic.
shield. So if you've got a second
using the
potato leaf, you
headset
get
mic, we're
another
using my
60
actual
shield, but you
speakers.
don't get the extra stack of applying sleep
Yeah.
to the attack.
This
But
stream is
overall,
a
I'm
mess.
not like it's
I'm not overwhelmed by anything.
It's not, it
These
seems
are
very
very
underwhelming for
underwhelming.
now.
But I think the sleep effect could be strategically worked. Like say for example, the Axie was you've already made an Axie sleep. It uses a card to wake up, then it attacks, and then it's asleep again. You only have that Axie's cards in your hand. Now you have nothing to play. There is
you're
some
right.
stuff.
I'm not gonna
Actually,
buy
right on that.
anything.
Maybe it's really good as
I'm gonna
like
wait.
an end game card.
Yeah,
know,
that's what I
where
was
you
gonna
just
say
put it
right
on your
before
back
my
and then-
my headset
Yeah,
or my
once
mic
you
died.
get
I
that
got
one
that
1v1
potato leaf
situation, then it's
late
like really
game.
annoying. But
In a
other than
1v1
that, I feel like
situation,
throughout the game, it's probably underwhelming, but it gets
broken.
stronger later on in the game.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Complete.
Because you're
complete
gonna be able
change,
to
though.
play it
Like,
every
it's
turn,
absolutely
right?
nothing
And they're gonna
like
be able
what
to
it was,
attack one attack into
stealthing.
you.
designed
Then
to
they're
be
slept.
Stealthing
yeah.
itself.
Then they have to use one
before-
energy to get
Yeah,
rid of the
you're
sleep.
right,
then they're
you're
only
right.
gonna have one more
And yeah,
left.
this
Unless they
is-
get into
this
that,
is everything.
extra energy.
That's
card,
it.
they're
All
gonna
the
have a little bit
parts.
more options, but
I
still.
believe
I'm gonna miss
so.
stealth so much, guys. I think that was like I think it
And
had
the
a
first
potential-
energy that goes in is
Stealth
just to be
is
used to
not
get rid of the
high.
shield, right?
I hate
So-
you so much,
so-
man.
Using that potato leaf actually saves you from 2 attacks.
But nah, I
Wait,
think-
really not gonna miss stealth? I mean, I think I had potential like with maybe a buff or something like that.
To do what?
The concept
know.
was kind
The first one.
It was really
potato
cool.
and a-
Like sometimes.
potato and a 1v1.
Well, actually, it was a bug at the time, but no,
Yeah.
it's just like. Never mind. I liked it. I liked it.
I was gonna
That's
say,
okay.
I don't even know if you're being sarcastic right now. I don't even know. But
It's
yo,
reverse stun.
I understand though. They
think-
have to implement more cards with sleep. For sure.
Wait, guys, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay?
I like the changes.
V3. The Terminator is back. Okay.
Oh,
You just have a bunch of sleep.
Yeah, that's essentially
on
what
the
we're
back.
talking about. The
Then you have
Terminator.
potato leaf,
It's the
right? So you
Terminator for
sleep them,
V3.
They remove the sleep. They attack you. They're slept
they sleep
again.
again.
I like
Then
it.
you
I
have to
like
use
it.
breed it,
another
boys.
card.
Breed it.
I
Breed
like
it. Breed
it.
it.
Terminator's back, baby.
Right,
Hey,
let's
oh,
head
we
on
saw
over to
what
the
the
marketplace.
Terminator did. The Terminator last
know-
game V2 was it was an absolute dominant
Dude,
force. So
We
might
we
be
said
honest.
we want, like, people were saying they wanted
Terminator's
you know, a
coming
game
back.
like
Terminator
V2
plant.
in V3,
It's-
and there you
it's
go.
gonna
you know,
happen,
they're
I
like,
swear to
the devs are
God.
like, you know, fuck you guys. We're gonna put Terminators back into this game. That's what you wanted, right? Here you
Yeah.
go.
That's true. That's true. It's the first time as well we've seen things that
Deep in Q's
apply
brain.
things like this on shields, because that means it goes longer. We haven't seen a sleep trigger on a shield before, and that is something new. That leads to double sleep.
Yeah,
turns,
plants
as
are
you said,
heavily
so,
focused
yeah.
in on the sleep.
It
So they've
is
got
gonna
what,
be
potato
wild.
leaf?
All right,
is
let's
that?
buy
What is
our
that right
potato
now?
leaves. Hold on.
It's just
Like,
fun. If the
potato
Terminator
leaf.
does come back, that's gonna be awesome because
I
it's kind
can't
of sad
type.
that like the best 1v1 unit in this on Origin was just like a staller or someone that just
Rosa.
uses Kestrel, you know. But at least
Yeah.
now we have a bunch of cards
Herbivore.
that synergize and can really mess someone up. Like extend, looking cards that extend sleep and whatnot.
Wow.
Okay,
I mean, this sets
that
the
is
stage
wild.
for a lot of obviously other cards are going to come into this. We've seen,
skip some of
plants
these bad
really,
boys.
to me, in my opinion, I think this is a massive shift on what plants kind of aim to do in terms of archetype. If we look at like what
Right, the
plants are.
archetype is.
If
archetype
you know,
seems
I'll
a
open
lot
this question
more
to any
valid
one
now.
of you guys. If you were to deem plant as an archetype as such right now, so we're talking pure, 6-for-6 plants. Like, what kind of Axie are we looking at here?
I mean, healing still the cards with the healing. I feel like they won't go on the plant class no more. If there is a healing archetype, those healing cards will go on that archetype. But plants itself, like it's a no-brainer that Leaf looks strong. I don't think it's gonna be busted. I don't think it's gonna be like end game at first glance. But don't forget the game's 2 months away from being out, so we'll see. If they really want to push plants in the direction of Leafs, then it's probably gonna have to get a little buffed.
Is this all of them?
Cool.
We still have the other half. Of
I think they're already
Awesome.
naming it the Potatonator. I like it.
No, we gotta call it the 1437, bro. Like,
Bro,
you're
no,
crazy.
Demon
This
stole it,
idea
bro.
first.
Terminator.
You know what's
There's a
funny?
lot.
I've been playing this game for so long. I had like so many new builds and everything. There's never been a 1437 Axie. I remember the bug Axie from B2. It ended up being called the Elizal bug or something. I don't even know what it would end up being called, even though I was the first one to have it.
Sorry,
That's
bro.
just life.
Maybe win more championships, man.
Yeah, bro. Like do better or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just play better, bro. It's not like you already accomplished so much. Just play more.
Just name all your axes 147.
One will stick. At least one of them.
Oh, I like someone said the Thebanator. I like that one. That's
me, that's me, that's me.
All right.
I like
Nice,
the
nice.
The
We got a
Thebanator. Oh,
plan.
you could, yeah, you could.
But no,
Um,
seriously though, guys,
Really,
like,
create the Zelinator. Compete with him. Go, go, go.
Okay, how you
Still
doing,
is
man?
Axie.
So
Yeah,
I think
Awesome.
in general though, like all the cards and the changes, I feel like.
What are you
it's
thinking about the
trending
new card
towards
changes
the
so
right
far?
direction.
that's good to
Just
hear.
having seen the plants only, every class I think it's gonna have its identity, and that was kind of what was missing.
I like
in,
it too.
the
I like it
other
too.
seasons,
I'm a
where
little
it was just like,
skeptical
oh,
on
you just
some of the
put, like,
cards
best
still,
possible
but
cards on whatever
all in all,
cards.
I
But
think
now
the
it's like,
changes
okay,
that were made
know
were really nice.
Plants are about
I think the
um,
plants really do have more identity
the-
now.
leaves and the sleep and like
Yeah.
these buffs and debuffs and whatnot.
Did I get it?
And then we're gonna see like what
I got it.
the
I
other
got the
classes
potato
are
leaf,
about too. So
herbivore, rosa.
I feel like the
Feel
game's
excited?
gonna be completely
$8
new,
for a
completely
zero
different,
breed.
and
Let's
you
go.
can see it just from looking at the console.
Nice.
Facts.
That is good to hear. That is good to hear indeed. And that is all of our plant cards. And that is our show for today.
All right,
How do
now
you
that
guys
all the
feel
playing
about
cards
it,
have
our
been
guests? Any
officially
final
released, are
words
they going
before we
to?
head off? Let's go one by one, I guess. Should we start with Spam?
Yeah, I had a great time.
I would
Guys,
love to
thank you
just
so
see
much
them
for
all
having
side
me.
by side.
These are some of my favorite people in the scene, the people I got to speak with, people I really respect.
See if somebody
in and
posted
out of
them
games. So
somewhere.
thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Jihos!
To be a part of the initial show because I think this week is gonna be hype.
Facts. We love you too, Spam.
Nice.
I wasn't talking about you though. I don't love you that much.
No, I don't care. I don't care. That's
Go ahead, Zelly.
I mean, it's like for me, it was like having
Here
a
we go.
conversation with friends, right? The only one I didn't knew was Seal, because like
I could have
talked to
sworn
Gita, I
like
talked
we
to
didn't see them all, right?
Ruthless, I talked to Steve, and I talked to
Did we-
Spam, right? So like,
Did we
for
see
me,
them
it was
all?
just like talking with friends in Discord, so it was really
Maybe
fun.
chill in there.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, you
So,
sent
you
me
got a new
a
friend.
Axie ID.
You got
Let's
Zio
look.
now.
yeah, now I have a new friend, and it's also from Latam. I didn't know that. So yeah.
Nice.
Facts.
And Zio, go ahead.
No, this has been amazing.
Oh,
I
that's
really
Tanch.
love to hear all of you because, well, I'm not actually a pro player, so I've learned a lot about I was here. I was taking some.
Yeah, they could definitely change double talk. I would not count on anything being the same, except for like nutcrackers. I don't think nutcrackers are gonna change. We're supposed to get a lot of stuff on the 14th. That's beasts, right? Or no, beasts are on the 13th. Let me show you the one that I just picked up. What is it? The Rosa Potato. This guy. Oh, it's frozen again. Oh well. Very curious stuff. I like the changes, I really do. I'm excited to see what else we have. I'm excited to parse through all this information and come up with better theory crafting ideas. Maybe do a video on it once everything else comes out. Like the best ideas for season 2. $340, you psychopath? What do you mean 340? What are you talking about? 340? Oh, I know. I started breeding, Dewgs. I started breeding last season. Well, I started breeding with the summer Axies, right? So I went from like under 100 Axies to well over 100 Axies, and then I put my summer Axies away. And I was like, okay, that was an experience. But then season 1 came, and I started breeding the plant. I started breeding the imposter plant. Yeah. All the good ones are either sold or lent away. But all those imposter plants you saw with the beast bug plant, a lot of those came from me. Yeah, I was breeding these guys like crazy. So yeah, I went from then like 200 to 300 something after breeding these plants. Yeah, it gets overwhelming, man. Like, how do you keep track? How do you keep track of all of them? Like, it's tough. I need one of those automatic bots. Let's see what you got, Dewgs. Nice. Do you know who bred this guy? Oh, it's a zero breed too. Very nice, very nice. A mare? Might be a mare. Nope, not this guy. See you tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm excited for the Leafy teams. I'm really excited for the Leafy teams. I think that comp is gonna have a lot of potential. Android, what's up, my man? We're just finishing up, dude, but thanks for stopping by. Hey, man. Hey, dude, I do gotta talk to you, though, because I did finally run out. I had my last drops of Salsa Lizano. I had my last few drops the other day, and I was so sad. The bottle finally ran out. You think Chuck bred it? Interesting. Was Chuck breeding those? Yeah, man, I gotta get me some more Salsa Lizano. That stuff is too good. That stuff is so good. I'm broke right now, though. I can't afford anything right now, so... Let me get back to you after Christmas. Rosa Herbivore Cuckoo. Rosa Herbivore Cuckoo. I'll show you what I just bought. I only picked it up because it was cheap in a zero breed. But I got the Potato Rosa Herbivore. I wouldn't bet on Cuckoo yet because we haven't seen the bird card, so we don't know if Cuckoo's even the same card yet. Cuckoo might be totally different. I hope so. I hope it's playable. No, yeah, it's one of those cards where like since the inception of it, it's always been like, ooh, like what about this with Ronin? What about this with this? And it always seemed like it had like some decent strats going around with it, but nothing ever worked. Nothing ever worked, and Sleep was always so like very specific use cases for Sleep, right? Not every comp is going to use Sleep, so there's no point in using it, Cuckoo, because you're only going to get slept like one every 5 matches. In season 1, you wasn't even like that. You barely got slept at all. I think season 0, season Alpha, you saw a lot more Rosa. But even then, with Rosa being very prevalent, we didn't see any Cuckoo. Yeah, I do hope it comes playable, man. Every time I theory craft on that card, on card leaks, I end up with a weird Axie. Yeah. I totally feel you there. I'm mostly excited about Beast, though. I can't lie. I am really excited to have more variety within the Axies, have more like class identity. I think it'll be really interesting now that we have like all these different classes with damage reduction charms, or runes rather. We have mechs with a 15% damage reduction. We have plants with 15% damage reduction. Beasts still have the 15% damage reduction. I think the ability to have many different options for your frontliner, as opposed to being forced into that pigeonhole of Beast, Frontliner, Pangolin Scale, no shields, boom, all aggro, let's go. That was the deal before. I think it's going to be a much more versatile now. What if you want to play some shields and you want to do mid-range but still have that damage reduction front? Well, then you play a mech in the front so you can still play that shield, but you're not going to get any heals, right? You have options now, which I really do love. We're probably going to see a lot more frontline plants, because being able to get those leaves so easily, then you're getting the damage reduction, you're getting the passive healing. I think it's going to be really good. I'm really excited to see what this season brings. A lot of reduction, yes. AoE mechs with secret removal. We want more educational videos of Origin Ryans. Don't worry, Muke, I'm coming back. I know I've been on a bit of a hiatus. I had to take care of some IRL stuff. Life comes at you fast, and sometimes you just gotta drop what you're doing and take care of crap. But I'm not going anywhere. Don't you worry. I'll be bringing the high quality YouTube content as much as I can. AoE doesn't work with that rune. It's only single attacks. AoE doesn't work with that rune, it's only single attacks. Would be super good though. AoE doesn't work with that rune, it's only single attacks. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Also, what happened to my background? There we go. Yeah, which one are you talking about here, man? Clear vision. Oh, for the mech? Lens of Truth, Steel Skin. Yeah, this Axie takes 15% less damage and cannot be healed. I don't see anything about AoE cards. Touche. I don't know how this is happening. My viewership just went from like 7 viewers to 24 viewers after the Axie stream ended. So like I was gonna cut out and call it quits, but no, I'm still gonna call out. I'm still gonna call it quits. I want to work on a video. I want to put out a video. Oh, Anthroid, it's okay, buddy. I forgive you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, same time tomorrow, everybody. I'll be reviewing the, what is it tomorrow? Is it Aqua? Reptiles tomorrow, Aqua's the next day. So yeah, I'll be back same time tomorrow to review the reptile cards. We're gonna do Aquas the next day, birds after that, bugs, and then finally for beasts, I'll actually be there as one of the special guests. So I'll see you all there for sure, for sure. Whether or not you want to watch my stream, you're not gonna be able to avoid me on the 13th. I'm gonna be there. All right, guys. Until next time, until tomorrow. Everybody watch out for those reptile cards, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
I know this isn't my normal crazy style of doing a video, but since they release it live, it's the only really way to get the information as soon as possible. It was a little chaotic because Ryan's audio is crazy, but I'm not editing this, so if you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video. I might do another cut later, but I really wouldn't count on it. Leave down in the comments below your favorite changes. Do you think Cucumber Slice being reduced down to 1 and being like really crazy, being able to heal your entire team for 50 if you retain it for 4 turns? I don't know. I'd love to know. Are you excited about the Lotus change? Lotus change is pretty sweet. Anyways, hit the like and subscribe button. See you in the next video. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below what you're excited about most. We'll see you in the next one. Oh!